Hello there, welcome. Like always, it's me, your host Amy from PenVenture, and welcome to another PenTalk 101 video. Thank you for joining the PenVenture YouTube channel. It is time to discuss something very important: collecting fountain pens, mistakes and regrets. I get it. I know what you're thinking. It's a small world, so Emmy is copying Gary from Pens and Tea with his video on fountain pen mistakes and regrets. And yes and no. Basically, we need to give credit to Carrie from Pens and Tea because her video opened my eyes, and I thought and reflected throughout a few days. If I were to go back in time and to give myself at the beginning of the hobby a few advices on the things I've learned throughout many years of collecting fountain pens, which were those advices and how would I put them in order to understand and to sort of navigate collecting fountain pens. And I have a few things right here noted down. Usually I don't do scripts on my videos. I'm freestyle. I just open the camera and talk. So you will see this time a few notes because I wanted to have a good understanding of the lessons that I've learned and the reflection with the video from Carrie, which I owe so much things to because she inspired me to open this YouTube channel along with many great people of our fountain pen community like Stephen Brown from SBRE Brown, Matt from Pen Habit, and let's see who else, Brian from Gulad Pens, and Penultimate Dave, my good friend from UK. And I put together a few things that I would like to go back in time and to give this piece of paper and this advices to myself at the beginning of the hobby. And probably this will be very helpful for you if you are in the beginning phase of your fountain pen journey, to understand a little bit better how things will move and what to expect and everything. Why not maybe I inspire some other fountain pen collectors which have much more experience than me to open themselves up and to put out videos like this in which they are sharing their lessons with everyone. So let's go into the first highlight, and I've put here: collecting is a journey. Don't set up unsustainable goals like experimenting with everything and not being set up on the journey and only setting up over and over a new destination. So for example, you've seen so many interesting fountain pens, and these days everything comes out at a quite rapid pace. Celluloid, fountain pens, primary manipulation, new materials, new models, new everything, and it's overwhelming. And you need to clear out your mind and to understand better that it won't stop. It will be continuous. It is your choice. What do you want to collect? What do you want to use? What do you want to have? And that will help you out to decide. The fountain pen collection hobby is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I was lucky enough to find so many great collectors and veterans of our fountain pen community at the beginning of my collecting hobby, and they helped me out so much. Like for example, Stefano from Stilografica Corsani is a person who tamed myself from going out and only finding the next fountain pen and the next one and the next one. So if you got your fountain pen, use it, enjoy it, and feel that you finally reached out a certain point in this journey, and you should enjoy it and not look after the next one and the next one and the next one. So that's the first thing on the list that I will give myself as an advice to my younger version at the beginning of the hobby. Second, reward your patience and not your enthusiasm and anxiety when getting a new fountain pen. So getting a new fountain pen, it's always enthusiastic and exciting oh my God, I'm gonna get that, and you setting up yourself to fail, because you won't be able to get your dopamine from collecting that fountain pen if you always looking for the next thing. So reward yourself when you are restraining from purchasing something that you only want but don't have a reason why to collect that fountain pen or why to spend your hard-earned funds on that fountain pen. So for example, reward yourself when you are calm and you don't binge yourself into collecting more and more fountain pens quickly at the beginning of this hobby, because it is very exciting, and I know very well how is this enthusiastic state of mind, because I was there, and in the more advanced states of collecting fountain pens, I've learned to tame myself, and you shouldn't take me as an example in regards of collecting, because I'm a retailer and also I love collecting fountain pens, and each and every single fountain pen in my personal collection has a reason why it is there, to make it as a subject for content or to be there in order to serve a specific, let's say, marking of a friendship or a collaboration, or it is a fountain pen that I've designed with a manufacturer and I want to keep one for myself or my company museum, or I want to experiment and to see new materials, new fountain pens, new techniques evolving what I create. So for example, there is a sort of a, let's say, order in this madness, at least for myself, and try to do that yourself, to reward yourself whenever you are calm and you have a composure, and when you are faced with so many options, you say, yeah, I need these and I don't need X, Y, Z. Okay, moving further. I put down something very important. Although you follow influencers and reviewers like myself, don't get fountain pens because you see others who have them. Try to find a reasonable balance in between what you want and what you need, always considering what will that new item, that new fountain pen that you plan to get will bring in your fountain pen routine and collection. Just like I told you, try to find a reason why do you want that item, because you will end up regretting if you don't have, for example, a reason, a personal reason to have that item. I've seen this and I've experienced this. I've watched so many great reviewers and I still have backlashes from those reviews, and there are some fountain pens that till this day I want to have them because I've seen them in a different video in one of my, let's say, friends from the industry. And although some of those choices faded out till this day, some of them stayed. And you need to be very balanced when taking important steps ahead. And now let's get to much more simple things. So something else that I wish I knew at the beginning of my journey is that you don't need to ink up so many fountain pens. At one point, I was inking up my entire collection, 30, 40 fountain pens, something like this. So there was a lot of time spent into categorizing what inks are in what fountain pens and to keep a, let's say, schedule in regards of the wash time, and you don't need that. Pick something sustainable, like for example 3 or 5 fountain pens which you like to use, ink them up and keep the rest of them not inked, and whenever you run out of ink in one fountain pen, you wash it, you put it back, and you take some other fountain pen and you ink it up and use it. This is let's say a regret of mine, not knowing at the beginning of my journey into fountain pens, because I've ruined a few fountain pens. I left them with ink inside for too much time, and that ended up into having me send the fountain pen back in Italy for repairs, and that time spent washing fountain pens corroded me, to say so, and some of the family members who had to clean the messy sink after me. So yeah, take that and use that advice wisely. Moving further, don't stop at your first failure. Ask for help, try to see beyond a bad purchase, and continue further down the hobby. This hobby has a lot more to offer you than what you think, sitting and reflecting in sorrow or bitterness on a fountain pen which is not working properly or something like this. So yeah, I've seen this a number of times with people that are very angry that they got a fountain pen which is not writing. And one of the main purposes of PenVenture is to be there for people which want a fountain pen which has the best chances to write properly out of the box. This is one of the things that I wanted to take care with PenVenture. And I would like to say that in 99.99% of the cases, I made sure that's a pleasant experience whenever you open a parcel from PenVenture. But even so, with tested fountain pens, with nib adjusted and all of that, sometimes fountain pens are not behaving well, or maybe it's a defect that was forgotten about, or something goes wrong. I don't know. We are just people, and people do mistakes, and yeah, it is what it is. Everything is covered by the warranty, so don't stop. If you encounter something like this and you are at the beginning of the hobby, I encountered this myself, and I was very, very bitter. And I was like, I'm never gonna get another expensive fountain pen. And it's not like I don't like it, but it's just so hard to pass down and to send the fountain pen and to expect it, and everything that's anxiety and enthusiasm is fading away, waiting for your fountain pen to get repaired. And I don't want you to think something like this and to stop at the beginning of the hobby. Try to see further down and try to see a way out of this and continue. Don't stop, because you are going to miss out on something very, very great. Ask for help. There is forums, communities. Write me a question, anything. I will do my best to help you out, and I did so with so many beautiful people that wrote me having a problem, and I guided them, or I even went as far as getting into contact with the factory, asking them to help this person much more quicker. And I observed this process, and I was in CC on every email, and I tried to guide those individuals to get their fountain pens fixed, or they send them to me, and I proceeded down and resolved it, the small issues of those fountain pens, just to see the person getting with a smile on their face when writing with the fountain pen, which works properly. So yeah, don't stop, push forward. Last but not least on this, I wrote something like a few minutes ago. Get quality paper for your fountain pen. Sometimes you don't have a bad writing instrument, you just have a poorly performing paper. Get quality paper, and quality paper is not cheap. Usually I like to write on Tomoe River paper, which is not produced anymore, at least in the old form of it, and it's quite expensive. But there are so many great options from Rhodia, from Claire Lafontaine, and from Taccia, which is recently introduced on our platform. You can pretty much check this video right here, and you can see everything that we got from Taccia in regards of paper. That paper brings out the ink, and also it's a fairly smooth paper, which offers a very much improved writing experience and helps because it is fountain pen friendly paper. So pretty much those are the advices from the mistakes that I've learned throughout these years, and I was inspired by Carrie from Pants and Tea and her video to reflect on my lessons from my mistakes and regrets. And I don't want to be judged if I copied this format or anything, but I try to be reasonable and to go down into my own things and my own lessons that I've learned. And Carrie, you do a good job, and thank you very much for inspiring myself and helping out the entire community, and we are grateful for that. And I'm grateful to have your content because it helped me a lot at the beginning of my hobby. If you want to show some love to Carrie from Pants and Tea, I'm going to leave you the link for her channel down below. You can check and go there and show some love to her, subscribe, and tell her that you come from me. Pretty much that sums up this Pant Talk 101 video. I hope I kept it short, and I hope this was useful for everyone who's watching right now. And if you consider my content to be useful, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This will help us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to comment down below and share your opinion, if you have questions or anything that I can help you with, comment down below and I'll be quick to answer every single comment. Scrolling down below, you'll find the details for our website. If you're looking for an X writing instrument, go there. You'll find also my details, our social media accounts, email, phone number, anything and everything that you may need to get in contact with myself and us. I know that some of you that are watching right now are not subscribed yet, so if you want to support the growth of the Penventure YouTube channel, you can subscribe right now. Just click there, turn the notification bell on, and you'll be notified whenever we have new content. If you missed on seeing content from us, you have this video right here. Click and enjoy. As always, it's me, your host Emi, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.